You're listening to Varsity Soccer on the Duchesne High School Pioneer Network.
All right, soccer fans, if anybody is tuning in early, we are starting our broadcast 20 minutes early here as we get ready to honor our seniors for the 2025 Pioneer ladies here. Those seniors include Maddie Danker, Katie Stockhausen, Faith Dunn, Madison McCarthy, McKenna O'Brien, Reagan Potts, and Mac Nave. So ceremonies will begin shortly.
Our 2025 Ladies Soccer Seniors. Special thanks to Coach Turner for being persistent in getting our game in tonight, and to the Patriots for agreeing to play us after all the rain that we had today. So at this time, let's meet our seniors. First up is Maddie Danker. Maddie is the daughter of Mindy and Jacob Danker, and she resides in St. Charles. Maddie has participated in soccer for 3 years. She's also participated in basketball and golf. She has been a DeVooster House captain and is current DeVooster House captain officer. She has participated in Science Olympiads, is a member of ACES, the Principals Council, and National Honor Society. Maddie plans to attend Quincy University after graduation, where she will study sports marketing and public relations, and she will play golf. Maddie's favorite soccer memory is beating Villa Duchesne in PKs. Maddie Danker. Next up is senior Faith Dunn. Faith's parents are Laura Dunn and Tim Dunn. She currently resides in St. Charles. Faith has participated in soccer for 4 years. She has also participated in tennis. She's the Drexel Mind Officer and is a member of the National Honor Society. Faith will attend Missouri State University in the fall, but is undecided on her major. Faith's favorite soccer memory is beating Westminster in districts her junior year. Senior Faith Dunn. Our next senior is Madison McCarthy. Madison's parents are Sean and Andrea McCarthy, and she resides in Maryland Heights. Madison has played soccer for 4 years. She has also participated in basketball. She is the Drexel House Spirit Officer and is a student ambassador. Madison plans to attend Missouri State University in the fall, where she will study sports medicine. Madison's favorite soccer memory is beating Villa Duchesne in PKs. Senior Madison McCarthy. Our next senior is Mackenzie Nave. Mac's parents are John and Bridget Nave, and she resides in St. Charles. Mackenzie has played soccer for 4 years. She's also participated in tennis, basketball, and bowling. She's the Drexel House Soul Officer. She's a student ambassador and a member of the National Honor Society. Mac plans to attend the University of Missouri-Columbia, where she will study sports management. Mac's favorite soccer memory are the random talks on the bench. Senior Mackenzie Nave. Our next senior is McKenna O'Brien. McKenna's parents are Jennifer and Matt O'Brien, and she resides in O'Fallon. McKenna has played soccer for 4 years. She has also participated in robotics and is a member of ACES. After graduation, McKenna plans to attend Maryville University, where she will study sports business management and marketing, and she will play rugby. McKenna's favorite soccer memory is scoring her first varsity goal sophomore year against Hazelwood West from a free kick on the 25-yard line. Senior McKenna O'Brien. Our next senior is Reagan Potts. Reagan's parents are Matt and Amanda Potts, and she resides in St. Charles. Reagan has played soccer for 3 years. She has also participated in golf, and she is the Kateri House captain. Reagan has plans to attend McKendree University in the fall, where she will study elementary education or nursing, and she will play golf. Reagan's favorite soccer memory is just being with her friends for her senior season. Senior Reagan Potts. And our last senior is Katie Stockhausen. Katie's parents are Mike and Angie Stockhausen, and she resides in St. Peters. Katie has played soccer for 4 years. She's also participated in basketball, golf, and volleyball. She is the Drexel House captain and is a student ambassador. After graduation, Katie will attend St. Charles County Community College, where she will play soccer and study radiology. Katie's favorite soccer memory is beating Villa Duchesne this year in PKs. Senior Katie Stockhausen. On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff of Duchesne High School, we want to thank these amazing seniors and their parents for 4 years of dedication to our soccer program. We also want to thank the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors who have played with these amazing seniors, and the coaching staff who have helped them develop their skills both on and off the field. Thank you, and good luck in the journey of wherever it takes you next. Duchesne class of 2025.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
From strategy to execution, Worldwide Technology helps organizations across industries solve their most pressing challenges through innovative technology solutions, empowering business to take on the challenges of tomorrow. They leverage more than 30 years of experience to help propel the globe's largest and most innovative organizations forward. Find them online at wwt.com.
The Zach Plackemire State Farm Insurance Agency is here to help with car insurance, commercial auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, life insurance, and more. Their office opened in 2016 to serve customers in Florissant and St. Charles, as well as surrounding St. Louis County, with all their insurance and financial service needs. Zach is a State Farm Chairman Circle agent, which represents the top 3% of agents across the nation. Contact them today by calling 314-921-7900 to see how they can help you and your family.
Worldwide Technology is a financially strong, privately held global technology service provider with over 30 years of experience, helping the world's largest and most innovative organizations think differently about technology and how it can drive their business forward. We've got smart people who can help you learn about the latest tech, acquire new skills, and train your team on the solutions integral to your organization's success. We work with our clients by developing collaborative partnerships that give them a holistic view, from infrastructure to experience and everything in between. Create your account today at wwt.com and clear your path forward.
Hollander Legal has been committed to providing exceptional legal assistance and protection to families and businesses in the St. Charles community since 2019. Their specialized focus in estate planning, probate, and elder law ensures exceptional care and expertise in managing assets, wills, trusts, and legal matters for you. Call 636-442-4670 or visit hollanderlegal.com and ensure that your loved ones are protected. Hollander Legal, your trusted estate planning and probate legal team.
Arch Material and Handling of St. Louis has one of the largest inventories of pre-owned pallet racking and warehouse equipment in the nation. We work with clients of all sizes, small and large businesses, as well as individuals with very exclusive needs. Visit their website at archmaterial.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Frank Barrow Stadium on the campus of Duchesne High School. We welcome our guests, the St. Louis Patriots, to tonight's soccer game. If everyone would please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem performed tonight by a Duchesne choir director and math teacher, Donna Owen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow. Thank you, Mrs. Owen. All right, let's meet our starters. First, for the St. Louis Patriots. Number 5, Mary Reinheimer. Number 8, Ann Reinheimer. And number 10, Jessica Heiserer. Number 12, Catherine Reinheimer. Number 13, Olivia Smith. Number 16, Rebecca Foland. Number 24, Aurora Ingram. Number 27, Mary Smith. Number 28, Isabella Smith. Number 41, Anna Grace Murray. And number 50, Gemma Grizzle. And let's meet our starters for our Duchesne Pioneers. Starting in goal, a senior, 0, Maddie Danker. Starting at forward, a senior, number 6, Katie Stockhausen. Starting on defense, a senior, number 7, Faith Dunn. Starting at midfield, a freshman, number 10, Charlie Pirtle. Starting at forward, a senior, number 11, Madison McCarthy. Starting at midfield, a sophomore, number 13, Naomi Grizzle. Starting on defense, a senior, number 17, McKenna O'Brien. Starting on defense, a sophomore, number 26, Daly Meyer. Starting on defense, a freshman, number 28, Katie Welchko. Starting on defense, a senior, number 30, Reagan Potts. And starting at forward, a senior, number 31, Mackenzie Nave. Pioneers are coached by Patrick Turner and assisted by Claire Skaggs and Jimmy Choinka. Good luck, ladies.
You're listening to Varsity Soccer on the Duchesne High School Pioneer Network.
All right, soccer fans, slide in those shin guards, lace up those boots. It's time for Duchesne Pioneer Soccer. I am your host, Jason Boschert, alongside Mr. Mike Ryan. Mike, how are you, buddy?
I am good. I wasn't sure if we were going to get this in tonight.
I tell you what, I was sitting there. I saw the storms just roll through this morning, and I'm like, okay. And then it turned out to be gorgeous, right? Yeah. It's like, okay, fine. I'm out. I'm working outside. Next thing you know, boom, storms hit again. I'm like, oh, no. But thankfully, thanks to the persistence there of our head coach Pat Turner and athletic director Renee Moore, we are able to get this game in, and we are very, very thankful because it's a special event tonight. It's our senior night, and we are celebrating a bunch of ladies here. Maddie Danker, Katie Stockhausen, Faith Dunn, Madison McCarthy, McKenna O'Brien, Reagan Potts, and Mac Nave.
And they are all out there on the field.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
So, good-looking squad here this evening. We are playing the St. Louis Patriots. St. Louis Patriots come into this with a record of 7-3, while your Duchesne Pioneers are sitting at 8-5. And both teams, looking at their last 3 games, both teams are coming into this 2-1. So, certainly both looking for a win here this evening. And we are underway.
And the sun's poking out.
Yeah, look at that.
No breeze. Field looks great. It's probably a little soft, but
it's a little soft, but it's really
I liked
not
it that
bad.
way when I played. You know, your cleats dug in a little better. So as long
maybe
as
a
it's
little
not-
bit softer landing too.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. As long as it's not sloppy, and it doesn't appear to be. The grass looks great, actually.
Patriots are starting with the ball here. They elected to take ball here at the kickoff. They are on the left side of your screen. White jersey, black shorts, white socks. Cross in there by Stockhausen. Pioneers, and of course, their home kits, all blue, top to bottom. They're going to be attacking right to left. As you look at the screen, Charlie Pirtle coming in for the tackle, able to slow down. Number 10 there for the Patriots. Not quite able to get a hold of the ball as the Patriots now on the attack here. And there's senior Faith Dunn. Just like we always see her, Mike, right spot, right time.
Yeah, she's a good player. We're going to miss her.
Streaking down the far side, Madison McCarthy does kind of get tripped up a little bit in the box. Nothing malicious there. Just kind of stumbled over the Patriots defender. And she is up, back on her feet. Seems to be all right.
So the St. Louis Patriots are a homeschool team.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a team cobbled together from a variety of areas. I think they include St. Charles County, St. Louis County, Warren County.
And fun fact, they are actually not affiliated at all with St. Louis United, which is the boys' homeschool soccer team. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that until this
You
evening.
would assume that would be the case, huh?
You would think so. But no, not tonight. Great ball there by Mackenzie O'Brien. Right up to Stockhausen. Stockhausen's going to shield it off the defender and out of bounds. So it's a throw in the attacking third here. Stockhausen takes the throw, finds Nave. Nave goes off her head, unable to keep it in. It's cleared out there by the Patriots. And that is Patriots, right? Patriettes. In case if you're wondering, I do know how to say Patriots and Patriots.
So it's a fairly new program. They started back in 2016 playing 3 games. 2017 and 18, it was the same. In 2019, they went to a full schedule with 11 games. They went 8-3 that year. And they've played every year since. Now, I didn't see anything for 2020, so I don't know what was going on there, but maybe they simply just didn't put the listing in.
Well, and that was COVID year, if you think about it, too.
Good point.
Shot on, save there by the goalkeeper. And we're going to try and get some names to you as soon as we can here on some of these players, but unfortunately we don't have all the positioning in our stats here.
Yeah, they are not a Misha listed school, so we cannot find stats on them on the Misha site, but we can on St. Louis Prep Sports.
Correct. So Prep Sports there, we've got our 3 players to watch for the Patriots. First player, Andy Reinheimer, with a very impressive 16 goals, 4 assists for 36 points. Now, keep in mind, that's in 10 games.
Do you know how many she had last year? 29 goals.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Second player to watch, Jessica Heiserer. She's got 5 goals, 7 assists for a combined 17 points. And then what looks to be maybe Annie's sister, Mary Reinheimer. Either that or it's a very big coincidence because I found 3 Reinheimers on the roster. Right, Mike? So she's got 2 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. So need to look out for those Reinheimers here on the Patriots team. Pirtle near side, working down towards the corner, starting to angle in towards the box. Left-footed cross right in. McCarthy unable to get the shot off. And that is deflected actually off of McCarthy. And it's going to be a Patriots throw in their own end. But good look there, started by Charlie Pirtle, streaking down the near side, starting to make her way in. And a good left-footed cross. She was clearly head up looking for McCarthy there, top of the circle. Or top of the penalty arc, sorry.
So I was comparing the 4 goalies listed on St. Louis Preps versus their roster, and it looks like the goalie is Anna Grace Murray.
Anna Grace Murray.
Anna
Okay.
Grace Murray. So we'll give her credit for being in the nets.
According to our roster here, that would make her number 41.
Right.
She does not have a number on her kit. So Mike with his detective skills here this evening.
605 minutes, 60 saves on the season.
So the Pioneers, as I stated earlier, coming in 2-1 in their last 3 games. That was a 5-0 win against Pattonville, a 1-0 win against Notre Dame.
Nice ball.
Far side, Stockhausen. Stockhausen beats her person, gains the box.
Plenty of time. There you go.
Crosses in, finds McCarthy at the top.
Count
McCarthy
it.
turns, she
Yep.
shoots, she scores! Madison McCarthy, the senior, puts it in.
That all started in the back. That was a great pass distributing out of the back.
Pioneer goal scored by a senior, number 11, Madison McCarthy. Wow, fantastic assist there by Katie Stockhausen as she streaks into the box and put just an absolute beautiful ball right into McCarthy there.
Great
and McCarthy
turn.
with a fantastic turn.
Nice.
Absolutely. She knew exactly what she was doing before she even got the ball.
Another nice ball.
It was fantastic turn, great placement. Nothing overpowering, just finding that corner, Mike, and here we are. Pioneers find themselves up 1-0, 33-50 left to play in the first half.
I believe that was Reagan Potts on the far side that made a nice pass up to the forward line. So it all began with her. Give her credit.
Good to see that. And now good to see the president of Duchesne High School, Mr. Paul Boscher, joining us. How are you, Paul?
I'm doing great. I will say that the old athletic director probably would have pulled the plug on this game earlier this morning. So I give credit to our new athletic director, and her and Pat Turner have been talking for all day. We got to have this game. We got to have this game. And I'm telling you what, without true turf, I'm not sure we do play today. This field looks awesome
It
for all
really
the rain
does.
we had. Yeah.
And Paul, of course, is referring to True Turf Solutions, who Duchesne hired a couple years back now, and they have been reworking our grass field. And I'm telling you, what a difference it has made. And no, we are not getting paid by them to endorse them. They are just putting together a quality product here. And, boy, we are fortunate to have them working on our field here at Frank Barrow Stadium.
Yes, it looks perfect. There's no sloshing around or anything out there.
No, good drainage. Even more work to come this summer as they bring in more sand and level things out a little bit better. And wow, it's hard to believe that it's going to get any better, Paul. I mean, there are a couple bare spots as you look out there, but I trust them, right? They've taken us this far, and I've seen what work can do, especially looking at those Sliza fields when you pass by 370 there.
Yes, and a couple of the buddies I have in St. Louis that also have the turf field, they swear by him. So, yeah, he's done a great job.
So a couple substitutes coming in for the Pioneers. Slattery and Saheda coming off as Grizzle and Pirtle. Mackenzie O'Brien with the throw in there, far side. Pioneers threatening once again here. Oh, and a great clearance there by the Patriots as they find McKenna. I said Mackenzie earlier. It is McKenna O'Brien. And here we've got Stockhausen once again, far side.
Have a midfielder hang back a little bit. You'll be wide open for a shot.
Welchko with a fantastic step up there. Pioneers on the defense here right now.
We've got this covered up.
That was Daly Meyer near side. Doing a great job to be able to get that ball out of play, unattainable by the Patriots, and allow the Pioneers to get back into position. We've got a Boschert sighting, Paul. Some more Boscherts.
Got his beach wear on today.
I know, yeah. He's ready for the beach.
Mom, not so much.
She'll take the full on sweater, even in 80-degree weather.
Unless that's his pickleball uniform, I'm not sure.
McCarthy up the middle.
That's still a sore subject with you, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, it is.
Literally sore. Oh, great ball out wide to Stockhausen. Stockhausen shot off the crossbar and out of bounds. Oh, great shot there by Stockhausen. Right off the crossbar. Clearly beat the keeper.
And Duchesne's going to put a lot of pressure on their keeper. The 4 keepers that were listed on the roster for this year, all brand new. They didn't play in the nets last year. And they don't list grades, because I don't know if homeschool progresses like a normal, freshman, sophomore.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason.
Even on STL high school sports, they don't do it. So
I never one of my grades posted.
Slattery.
Grade
at
level.
the arc. Finds Dave. Dave with the shot. Dave with the goal. Dave with the goal. She scores, ladies and gentlemen. Mac Dave.
I can't wait for this announcement.
Pioneer goal scored by a senior, number 31, Mac Nave. That is her first career goal.
That makes it 2-0, 10 minutes into the first half.
Wow, what a great feed right there in the middle. Finds Mac over on the near side. Mac places it top shelf right where Grandma keeps the cookies. And the Pioneers go up 2-0, 29:50 left to play in the first half action.
Is that right? Is that where Grandma keeps the cookies?
It is where
No.
Grandma keeps So we are now joined in the booth by
more Boscherts.
More Boscherts. Yeah, how many Boscherts make a wrong?
Yeah, you can't swing a dead cat in here without hitting a Boschert.
Bob, I like your wardrobe here today.
Just came from the movies, so.
You were in the movies?
So Bob and Barb Boschert, my parents, are here in the box with us. Good ball, out wide. Stockhausen.
Really working that far side a lot.
Yes, they are. Stockhausen.
Nice.
Beats her person. Left-footed cross in. She's going to find Slattery on the back.
There we go.
Saheda punches it out to Matt Nave. Nave with an opportunity to get another one. Oh, man. Gets a little fumbled up, though, in her shoes. And wow, she almost found the back of the net for the second time in a matter of 2 minutes there. And that's cleared out by the Patriots, so it's going to be a throw-in in the attacking third for the Pioneers. Big throw coming in. Knocked out of bounds now. That's a corner. That was Violet Saheda with that throw. That was impressive, Mike. That was all the way into the 6.
Yeah, where's that been?
I don't know. I honestly, I mean, I had to look over there and try and figure out who that was throwing. That was a fantastic throw. So senior Stockhausen here is going to take the near-sided corner kick. She's right-footed, so it's going to be an in-swinging ball. She plays it short, out to Slattery. Slattery plays it out top to McKenna O'Brien. Can't hold on to it. Ball comes out. Dunn brings it right back into the box, and it bounces out to Welchko.
Hard, heavy touch.
And Dunn tracks back. Does a great job finding Meyer in the back there as Meyer plays the ball right up to the penalty arc. And Madison McCarthy now out to Stockhausen. Stockhausen with the shot. That's a handball in the box. Not going to get called.
Inadvertent.
Center referee says, nope, that's a natural position. So that is an objective call if you are wondering what's going on there. So Mike and I clearly think it's a handball and worthy of a PK, but center referee says no play
No,
on.
not tonight. You ought to introduce our guest up here.
Well, I don't even know him. I'm not quite sure. Bob and Barb, what?
Step up to the
mic.
microphone.
Step up to the microphone here, guys.
No,
Yeah.
I'm too loud. You don't even need a
You're too.
What movie did we see today?
We We saw The Accountant 2.
Ooh,
And it
Accountant
was
2.
really good.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, excellent movie.
Yes.
Yes.
So go see the first one so
And
you
funny.
understand the second one.
Yeah, I
And
love
fun.
that first one. Anna Hendricks, though, is not in this one, I don't think, right? From the first one?
No.
Dunn steps up, head up, finds the pass to Saheda. Saheda, quick pass out to Nave. Nave
Nice.
brings it near side, 1v1. Finds
nice.
Saheda. Good give and go there with Nave and Saheda. Another
Look at
one
this.
right back to McCarthy.
Give it back to her.
McCarthy's setting it up. O'Brien puts a good ball, perfectly weighted ball, actually, right into the box. But Stockhausen was actually turning to cut out wide and wasn't able to see that.
Some nice work with Allison Slattery and Nave here on the near side.
Nave bounces another one into the box. So, Mike, when I was looking back at common opponents here this year, I only found one for the two teams, and that was Villa Duchesne.
Correct.
The Pioneers beat Villa Duchesne in that very weird game that we actually had to stop due to a severe thunderstorm rolling through.
Terrible weather that night.
We got the call saying they're coming out. Oh, good shot. Just wide there by Stockhausen. We get the call from the athletic director. Hey, we're getting ready to come back out. They're all in the locker rooms. Of course, there's no windows in there, right? And we're in the press box saying, no, you're not coming out. It's hailing right now. So stay in there. We don't need you out here right now. So they let the storms pass. We played the remainder, which
5
was like,
minutes.
6 minutes tops. And then both teams agreed that had they remained tied after that regulation, they were not going to play overtime. They went to PKs, and Pioneers were victorious. And I believe it was 6 rounds of PKs, if I'm right. So Pioneers win that one.
The thing that stands out to me is Maddie Denker stopped 2 penalty kicks to win that for us.
Yeah. The Patriots, on the other hand, when they played Villa Duchesne, it did not go their way. They lost 6-1. But you never know. Any given team, any given night, they can bring it out. Good ball in there by Welchko, finding Nave at the top. Nave unable to bicycle it.
I thought she was going to bicycle there.
I know. I thought so, right? She was kind of geared up for it a little bit.
You mentioned Villa Duchesne, though. They're 7-4-1, so they're having a good year. They're always a strong program.
I think we're having a good year here, Mike. And I say we. I mean, the lack of balls that have gone over the fence. We've only had 2 balls go over the fence the whole year. Pius the 10th out of Festus and Whitfield. That is it.
Yep.
Well,
we
had a budget cutting balls this year.
Air's getting expensive.
Well, yeah. Are the trees growing up a little bit more over there? I don't know what's going on.
What are we having a boys season?
Oh, geez.
I don't remember, but it was a lot more than 2.
Yeah. I don't think we actually made it to double digits, but we weren't
close.
too far off.
Yeah.
McCarthy finds Saheda. Penalty arc. Saheda looking out wide. Finds Stockhausen. Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, she even faked me out. She goes into the box. She's going to get the cross. Oh, shot goes into the side netting. And it's a goal kick for the Patriots.
That's our 6th shot of the first half. And 23 minutes left.
So your 3 players to watch for the Pioneers, Katie Stockhausen with 8 goals, 10 assists. She's got 26 points on this season. Second player, Madison McCarthy, 6 goals, 3 assists, 15 points total. And Faith Dunn, and I bring her onto the players to watch because, Mike, she had a fantastic home game. And she really has been a very consistent player, but she jumped off the page at our last home game. She's only got 1 goal, 2 points total here on the season, but she is a wing back, so you're not going to see the kind of stats, right? That's
Right.
hard for defenders. They don't have stats that can really track the block shots. We don't have that capability here, but she's been a great addition for this team. We're going to be sad to see her go.
Yeah, we have a tendency to give too much credit to the forward line, because there are stats available to us. But, yeah, midfielders and backline players for us have been strong this year.
Yeah. So I went with a theme there. I stayed with all seniors. Hopefully Charlie Pirtle does not take offense because I know she is currently tied there for second, I believe, in points for the Pioneers as a freshman. That's just impressive. So impressive. So throw in far side Patriots. 22 minutes left to play, first half action. Your Pioneers are leading 2-0 on a goal by Madison McCarthy. And then a first ever career goal by Mackenzie Nave, Mac Nave. And what a beauty, too. Top corner. She's going to go back and watch that film over and over and over, Mike.
And on senior night. How about that?
And I don't think she's going to do it just to hear our voices. What do you think, Paul?
I don't think so. Turn down the volume.
Right. Pop some tunes in there. So we do have more senior night action here at halftime. The boys tennis team as well as the boys golf team will be recognized. So I will be jumping out of the booth here at halftime and going down as my son is a senior on the golf team. And, you know, I noticed something as I walked by. I love the banners, by the way. They are fantastic. They look so good. But one thing that jumped off the page to me is, you know, the golf boys are all holding a golf club. I can tell you right now, the golf club Trevor is holding in his hand in the photo
is yours.
Is my driver. It's not even his. He took my driver to the photo shoot. What a turd.
Can you say that?
I think I can say it on the radio.
You just did.
I did. Yep.
Well, you're allowed. He's your son.
You said third generation, right? The third?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
The third.
Yeah. Third.
Bob,
yeah.
Yes.
Jason,
Yes,
Trevor.
exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what I thought you said.
Sometimes I have issues pronouncing my THs. So substitutions for the Pioneers, and that is a very happy Mac Nave coming off, getting hugs from the coaching staff. All smiles right now here on senior night for the Pioneers.
Emily Small.
Emily is really gaining points quickly here for the Pioneers. I've noticed her inching her way towards the top of the stats chart.
Just a freshman.
Part of the fabulous freshman. That ball does go out, even though Grizzle was trying to continue play there. So it'll be a throw in here for the Patriots.
So the Patriots' last 5 seasons, they've met with quite a bit of success. They're 58 wins and 19 losses over the previous 5 seasons. They travel a little bit too. They've been up to Lee Summit, Kansas City, Columbia.
McCarthy, great ball to Small.
Last year they were 17-6.
Small's going to shield that one out. It'll be a throw in for the Pioneers. Coach Turner saying, let's go quickly. And we do have a wardrobe malfunction. I was about to say that. Something Janet Jackson is quite familiar with. As the shoe of the defender there for the Patriots comes off. So they're going to go ahead and call that a foul. It'll be a free kick for the Patriots coming out. So once again, both teams coming into this with winning records. Duchesne 8-5 on the season. Patriots coming in 7-3. And when you look at the past 3 games for both teams, they're both sitting at 2-1. So very even as far as all that goes.
I would venture to say, though, looking at their schedule, they play a lot of smaller schools.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, exactly.
But Duchesne is a little bit of a different. Oh, hello.
And I'm speechless. You guys are all like, ooh, hello, and I'm just sitting there watching. Don't mind me.
That reminded me of a pickleball incident.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad you didn't pull a hamstring cutting that joke there, Paul. So that was Saheda that just ran into a Freightliner out there. Pirtle in the box. Pirtle with 4 people on her finds the trail. Riley McCormick with the shot on, left-footed, and scooped up by the keeper.
Left-footed.
But how impressive is that? Freshman Charlie Pirtle 4 people on her in the box, and she's still able to get the pass off and allow the Pioneers to get a shot on goal. That's incredible. Once again, it's going to be a lot of fun watching her grow here over her 4 seasons as a Pioneer. And just a wonderful family, too, as we've had multiple conversations with them off air. And very, very nice people, very active, and already, with their businesses helping to be charitable here for a lot of our events and helping Duchesne raise some money. Ball off of Stockhausen's face. Stockhausen flicks it. Goalkeeper can't get her hand on it.
Give the keeper credit for coming off her line.
McCormick back out to Welchko. Welchko's going to try and find a cross-corner dump in, but it doesn't play right to her attacker as she was wanting to. But, Paul, I started talking about, the donations coming in. We've got a lot of work that we're doing up here thanks to a lot of these donations from, current alumni. And oh, wow. Sorry, as I was trying to get past the pillar to get you the call there, that ball does go out for a goal kick. But a lot of alumni and current families donating. Archdiocese has helped us out tremendously. Can you kind of touch on, the different things that we've got going on up here?
Yes, we just finished up the marquee a couple of weeks ago, which has really been a great addition to our corner down there at Elm and Duchesne. And then today we started the project inside the gym. They've taken down the old scoreboards. They're already down. And one of the scoreboards is up. The other one's going up tomorrow, and they're supposed to commission that by Thursday. So we should have indoor scoreboards by the end of the week.
Wow.
It'd be pretty nice. And then once we get done with that, we're going to have some fun over the next couple months because next Monday is Cinco de Mayo, but here it's Cinco de Demo Day for us.
Cinco de Demo.
We're going to tear that locker room out, the 4 locker rooms up top in the dungeon, and we're going to start that process of taking out all the lockers. And anybody listening here right now, if you would like to purchase any of our old lockers in the locker rooms, we'll take your orders. We're selling 3 for $100. So if you would like to purchase those, they're great for putting your golf clubs in. So any of you guys that stack your golf clubs in the garage and laying on the floor, get knocked over, we can provide you with some lockers here to store those. So we're going to get that done for the first month, and then we've got painting, we've got electrical work going in, we got to take the ceiling down. Just a lot of work, so we're looking forward to that project going on this summer.
And the mock-ups that are out there, when you look at them, it looks like a professional sports locker room, right? It does not look like a high school sports locker room. This is going to be so much fun. The transformation for anybody that is alumni or has come and visited and seen the locker rooms, they are they are in need of it. Let's just put it that way, right?
I think kids were afraid to go into the locker room for and they wouldn't come out of the locker room. So it's going to be a great addition for us. It's the ones upstairs, those are the original from 1990. They're 35 years old, and then we've got the ones downstairs. That was the original locker rooms when I guess Duchesne was built back in 1957 when your dad was in school.
Really, really, really long time ago. Oh, man.
I love your dad.
Of course.
Who's
but we have to
standing right
in
behind
trouble.
you.
Yep, exactly, yeah. So, in addition to all of that work with the athletics, we also have more offices going in this summer as well because we've got multiple new hires coming on to help with our, growth, which is so much fun to think about and to say. I mean, a great example of it is our Pioneer for a day. Shot on by Pirtle. Great save by the keeper. Knocked out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick for the Pioneers. But 150 kids, if I remember right, came in on Friday for Pioneer for a day. Paul, that's remarkable.
It's unbelievable. Last year we had 63, and we more than doubled it this year. But we had 152 kids come through, and it's just. And if you look at the schools and the parishes where they come from, we have surrounded the St. Louis area. We've just thrown a net over all the schools, so it's been great. We've got kids not only the parochial Catholic schools, but we've got them some the Emmanuel Lutheran School. We got kids coming from. We have public schools that have come. So we are very excited about our future.
Didn't we have a homeschool girl come this year? Where her brother was here. And they came up for an event, and she was so impressed with.
I I do remember that.
How much fun her brother
Yeah.
had that she enrolled as either as a junior or senior.
I will mention her name. It's Rachel Latham.
Okay.
And she has done wondrous things, and talked to her mother the other day, and her mom was just so sad about this that it's coming to an end, but very thankful that her daughter got to experience the high school experience in her senior year. So that was good.
I remember talking with them as they came through.
Nice ball.
And, we're here to support her little brother there and try and find him a high school. And she fell in love with the place and decided she wanted to be a Pioneer as well. That's just, that's incredible, Paul, when you think about it. Just it blows my mind. I'm speechless.
Mm-hmm.
Just what we've got going on up here is incredible, and word has finally gotten out, and we are now seeing that we're reaping the benefits of these years of hard work, to where enrollment is trending upwards, the interest is trending upwards, the donations are going up, everything about it's going up, which is great. It's exactly what we wanted to happen up here, and basically ever since Archdiocese went through the All Things New and then came out and said Duchesne is a footprint school, we just haven't looked back.
That's been the beauty of it. Yes, we kind of took a couple hiccups there, with a couple of our classes, but ever since that's behind us now, and we're moving forward.
Yeah. And a great video there. Just the other day, I saw posted on Facebook by one of the students, I guess was going around and doing some videography during the Pioneer for a Day. So fun to see the video classes that we offer here at Duchesne kind of coming into play a little bit as well.
Yeah, what's going to happen there, Jason, is pretty cool. We got these new scoreboards, and there's a curriculum guide for this. And so next year we thought, man, I don't know, do we have enough kids that want to do this? And the early signs, we have 40 kids signed up to go to the media classes. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Talk about the aviation camp.
I'm glad you bring that up, because we had Dave Kleinschmidt in today, and we had during Communio, we invited any kid that might be interested in our aviation class that we're going to start in the fall.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but tell us who Dave Kleinschmidt is.
Dave Kleinschmidt's married to Debbie Sissel, graduate of Duchesne, whose brother Rob Sissel is here, Sissel Mueller, and they are graduates of Duchesne, and Dave basically was a police officer for many years, and then at the age of 52, he decided he wanted to get his pilot's license and investigate. And he just wants to give back to the community. And he approached us a couple of years ago about doing an aviation camp, and we did it 2 years ago, and it sold out faster than any of our sports camps. And so he entertained us as far as maybe making it a course at school. We kind of thought about it, sat on it for a while, and then lo and behold, we met with him a couple times this year, and we did his camp again this year, sold out first, and then he was here today. We were worried about how many kids would be interested. So we eliminated the seniors, and we invited any kid that was an underclassman to come to the meeting today. We had 45 kids show up for the aviation
45
class.
kids.
Yeah.
So we've graduated from driver's ed to planes. Huh?
Yes.
So Duchesne High School will take you to new heights.
No pun intended.
Good. Nice.
McCormick far side and defended out wide. That's going to be a throw-in for the Pioneers.
So we're looking at possibly getting a flight simulator, if at all
Yes,
possible.
we would get a
this
flight
summer?
simulator. Yes, and I had my producer behind me tell me, make sure I mention this is for girls too. This is not just guys.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, Barb, because that's exactly what Dave Kleinschmidt said today. He says, this isn't about the male white dominance pilots anymore. This is about females, and things like that. So that's what we're offering for our kids. So we do have that interest with them in that flight. So we have a simulator we have to purchase. And we're trying to get on that right now. So so it's going to be, it'll be fun. If I was a kid and I had to sign up for an elective, that'd be a great one to sign up.
I'd be in there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Ball bouncing in the box here. It's going to come near side.
So
Emma Small.
We've talked
attacking.
about a bunch of the improvements, and we talked not too long ago. So after the locker rooms are done, the scoreboards are up, with all the other improvements, the roof. How many dollars are we talking about? $500,000, $600,000?
We did $500,000 up to this point, but by the time we get done this summer, we would probably reinvested $1 million back into Duchesne High School.
Yeah. And the point is, if you're driving by, you may not see it on the outside of the building, but there's been a tremendous amount of change on the interior. So if you get a chance and, stop by and take a tour.
I always tell people that, I've graduated back there in 2000 or 2005, whatever, where they graduate. I know what it's all about in there. No, you don't, because we've improved all the classrooms in a 5-year stint. And like I said,
fitness
room,
all
new weight
equipment.
room, new equipment up there. We got the anatomy board. The chapel's all been redone. So, if you get a chance, you want to come up here and visit. The courtyard is just a great place
it is.
For entertaining out there. So, like I said, if you're an alum and you haven't been here for a while, make an appointment. Come up here and take a look.
Come meet the staff. We have got some incredible people out there too. Our advancement team, they're hitting home runs every time they turn around, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. The enthusiasm with which they do it just blows my mind. I'm always like, oh man, are they able to maintain this? And here we are a couple of years later, just as enthusiastic as day one. And now with all of the, momentum behind them as well, it's so much fun as an alumni to look up here and see the growth happening at Duchesne.
Yeah, and I say Becky Williamson leads our Department of Advancement, and she's got a great team with her that do outstanding work in all aspects, whether it's admissions or alumni relations, fundraising.
And our school has some really unique features. That anatomy board, which was really expensive, only 2 in the area. The other one's at UMSL. The fitness equipment, right? Is it Hammer Strong?
Hammer Strength.
Yeah, so we have it.
State-of-the-art stuff.
Yeah, we have it. And Lindenwood are the only 2 schools in St. Charles County. So the aviation equipment that you're talking about. So there's a lot of neat things going on up here.
And some very high caliber soccer, might I add. As the Pioneers are leading right now by a score of 2-0. We've got 5:30 left to play, first half action, and Pioneers here able to get a lot of minutes here for the seniors. This is senior night as we celebrate Maddie Danker, Katie Stockhausen, Faith Dunn, Madison McCarthy, McKenna O'Brien, Reagan Potts, and Mac Nave. And 2 of those names on the list are our goal scorers, Madison McCarthy and Mac Nave.
Guys, I think I'm going to head down. I got to do senior night down from the field, so I'll see you down there, Jason.
I will be down there
I have
shortly.
to go get flowers and the medals and all that
I don't
stuff,
need any flowers, Paul, but thank you. I appreciate the
for
offer.
Abby, not you.
Presidential duties, Paul.
Yeah. Grizzle on the ball. Turning. Finally gets one up to O'Brien.
Patriots were showing a little glimmer of offensive possession. They just can't quite break through at the very end. And I know they're looking for their 2 scores that you mentioned earlier, Ann Reinheimer and Jessica Heiser.
Nave leaves it for O'Brien. O'Brien finds small, near side. Head up, left-footed cross.
Lots of room.
Right into the middle. Oh, streaking Charlie Pirtle there. Almost made contact. That was Fuchs turning. Back to Grizzle. Grizzle beats her person, gets tripped up, but gets the shot on. Grizzle finds it back to the net for the goal! Pioneers up 3-0.
That is Naomi Grizzle with that shot. Naomi's a sophomore.
Pioneer goal scored by number 13, Naomi Grizzle. What a fantastic shot there by Grizzle. And it goes off of the near post and into the back of the net. So it was a beautifully placed shot there. Very difficult save for any goalkeeper.
Yeah, she blistered that. Main thing is she stayed over the top of it. A lot of times those shots, from out, they have a tendency to blow them over the crossbar. But
high and wide, quite often.
She had plenty of time to tee that up.
So the Pioneers now up 3-0 with 3:45 left to play, first half action, as they knock the ball around middle third.
If our notes are right, that's her 3rd goal on the season.
Ball out wide to Nave. Nave finding Stockhausen. Stockhausen with a good touch, near side. Defended well by the Patriots. That gets knocked out of bounds. I thought there was a deflection there, but referee says no, that is a Pioneer ball. So right at the start of the attacking third for the Pioneers, Krupich to take. Finding Stockhausen. Back in Saheda.
Nice ball.
Reagan. Potts. and cleared out by the defense there. With only 3 minutes left to play, Pioneers hemming in the Patriots in their own end. Stockhausen back out to Saheda. Great ball back to Stockhausen. Gains the box, cuts in. Head up, shot on, saved by the keeper. Corner coming for the Pioneers. Great action there for Stockhausen.
That's Anna Grace Murray, the goalkeeper for the Patriots. She closed down that angle. Nice save.
Ken O'Brien now set to take this corner kick. So Coach Turner electing to throw Stockhausen in the mix here, see if he's able to get a goal using her more in the middle as opposed to across. O'Brien, right-footed. Great ball in. Mm-hmm. Wow, nearly scored on its own. Oh, they find the back of the net. Charlie Pirtle puts the Pioneers up 4-0 with 2 minutes left to play in the first half.
That was scored by Charlie Pirtle, freshman.
Pioneer goal scored by number 10, Charlie Pirtle. Will the seniors for tennis and golf please make their way to the track for the ceremonies?
So that goal from Pirtle comes 2 minutes after the goal from Grizzle. That makes it 4-0 with about a minute and a half left.
But let's go back to how we got to that point, and that was a wonderful corner from McKenna O'Brien that looked like it was going to find its own way into the back of the net there.
It was deflected down to the ground by one of their defenders, and we stepped up and put it away.
Correct. Pirtle, right spot, right time, able to just nudge it in the back of the net there. And Pirtle's back on the ball, finding Stockhausen. Stockhausen to Nave. Nave, top of the box, cleared out by the defense.
That's Charlie Pirtle's 6th goal on the season.
Impressive for a freshman. Impressive for anybody, but very impressive for a freshman at the varsity level.
She's so impactful out there on the wing.
Great step up by Daly Meyer, center back. Recognizing the opportunity to win a 50-50 ball, heads it up to the Pioneers, puts the Pioneers right back in the offensive zone.
McKenna O'Brien over there with some good work.
Pirtle with the cross.
Lots of time.
Finding Stockhausen. Stockhausen takes a touch, turns, shoots, save!
Oh.
Headed around, bobbling ball in the box. Pirtle goes in strong, goes down, but gets up quick, so she is all right.
It was a nice head ball to start to clear that out off the back line from the Patriots.
And the cross there nearly finds its way into the goal. Does go out for a goal kick. Stockhausen disagrees. She thought she kept it in, and your clock is going to wind down. So we're going to go into halftime here with a score of 4-0 in favor of the Pioneers. So very good start for the Pioneers. And I'm going to boogie out of here as I need to get down for the senior night festivities.
All right, enjoy yourself. You might ask your son back for the driver while you're at it. Tell him to get it out of his trunk. So that ends the first half, 4-0 on goals from Madison McCarthy, Miss Nave, Miss Grizzle, and Charlie Pirtle. We had 16 shots to their 1 shot, so that produced 4 goals. We're getting ready to honor some of the senior, Renee, golf and tennis? And Jason, our play-by-play guy, just left. His son was on the golf team, as he alluded to earlier. And we are going to go to some commercials for the moment. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Has one of the largest inventories of pre-owned pallet racking and equipment in the nation. We work with clients of all sizes, small and large businesses, as well as individuals with very exclusive needs. Visit their website at archmaterial.com.
Hollander Legal has been committed to providing exceptional legal assistance and protection to families and businesses in the St. Charles community since 2019. Their specialized focus in estate planning, probate, and elder law ensures exceptional care and expertise in managing assets, wills, trusts, and legal matters for you. Call 636-442-4670 or visit hollanderlegal.com and ensure that your loved ones are protected. Hollander Legal, your trusted estate planning and probate legal team.
Worldwide Technology is a financially strong, privately held global technology service provider with over 30 years of experience, helping the world's largest and most innovative organizations think differently about technology and how it can drive their business forward. We've got smart people who can help you learn about the latest tech, acquire new skills, and train your team on the solutions integral to your organization's success. We work with our clients by developing collaborative partnerships that give them a holistic view, from infrastructure to experience and everything in between. Create your account today at wwt.com and clear your path forward.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
The Zach Plackemire State Farm Insurance Agency is here to help with car insurance, commercial auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, life insurance, and more. Their office opened in 2016 to serve customers in Florissant and St. Charles, as well as surrounding St. Louis County, with all their insurance and financial service needs. Zach is a State Farm Chairman's Circle agent, which represents the top 3% of agents across the nation. Contact them today by calling 314-921-7900 to see how they can help you and your family.
So we want to thank Zach Plackemire State Farm Agency, Worldwide Technology, Mike Hollander's Legal. He's an attorney here and the baseball coach. He's an avid supporter of Duchesne, Cane's Chicken, and Arch Materials. We really appreciate their sponsorship, and it's very meaningful to us up here. So stay tuned. We are at halftime with about 6 minutes left. The score is 4-0 against the St. Louis Patriots, and we will be back in about 5 minutes.
And our final golf senior, and my favorite, Senior Declan.
You're listening to Varsity Soccer on the Duchesne High School Pioneer Network.
And welcome back. We have a minute left in halftime. We're going to be firing it up here shortly. The players are walking onto the field. Duchesne leading the game 4-0 by virtue of 16 shots. St. Louis United had 1. Duchesne has done a marvelous job of shutting their 2 very productive forwards down. Looking forward to a good second half. The goals were scored by, we went up 1-0, 5.5 minutes into the first half by Madison McCarthy. The second goal came 10 minutes into the half by Mac Nave. The third goal, making it 3-0, was 36 minutes into the game by Naomi Grizzle. And she is, Grizzle is a sophomore. McCarthy's a senior. McNave is a senior, and then the last goal was scored by Charlie Pirtle, making it 4-0. That was in the 38th minute, and she's a freshman, as we've talked about in the past. So there's the buzzer, and Jason, you did a good job down there.
I'd like to think I was the star of the show.
You always like to think that.
I do. Oh, whoever thought giving me a microphone was a good idea, boy, were they wrong.
Yeah, I was just mentioning we had 16 shots in that first half to their 1. So
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is a good sign.
It's a recipe for success,
exactly,
isn't it?
Exactly. And the Pioneers start with the ball here, second half action. And Stockhausen is going to try and take it all the way to the house on her own. Gets the cross off middle of the box.
Nice clear out by their...
Nave, good touch. Nave, shot blocked. Grizzle. Looking for a quick goal. Pioneers still really threatening here. Penalty arc. Potts. Shot on by McCarthy. Followed by Pirtle, and a great save by the Patriots keeper.
What do we always say, right? Follow your shot.
Wow, that was a point-blank shot and an excellent save for the Patriots. So,
is that the same keeper, or did they switch? I can't tell.
I believe it's the same.
Yeah. So last year, their goalies faced 97 shots in 23 games. That's 4 shots per game. This year, they slipped a little bit. They're facing 11 shots per game. We put 16 on them in the first half.
Whew. Wow. So very indicative of high school soccer, right? As the stats can fluctuate quite a bit from year to year as you graduate your seniors and bring in new freshmen and start to groom the new crop for their, tenure here at high school. So
they played 23 games last year, but they only have 15 games on their schedule. And as you mentioned earlier, they're not affiliated with Misha, so they don't play in the districts or any kind of playoffs.
Mm-hmm. So just put together a schedule, go out, play a bunch of teams, and call it good. Yeah. And you know what? I'm okay with that. It's a game, right? It's supposed to go out there and just have fun anyways.
Wouldn't shock me in the future if you would see them somehow figure out a way to get on board with Misha.
Dunn finds Welchko. Welchko with a great pass up to McCarthy. Out wide to Stockhausen. 1v1. In the box. Stockhausen head up. Good cross. Right in there. Nave on the ball.
Nice pass.
Drops it back. Trailed again by Grizzle. Shot on by Potts. Grizzle with the shot. And just wide for a goal kick for the Patriots. Grizzle nearly finding the 5th for the Pioneers here this evening.
I really expected a little bit more offensive output from the St. Louis Patriots. They have players returning that accounted for 73 out of their 78 goals last year. So that's 94% of their scoring returning, but they're struggling to get the ball up to them. They had a 10-game winning streak last year.
It could be a change of, some defenders and midfielders especially, right? If you've got the goal scorers, but you don't have the ability to get them the ball.
Exactly.
That could be why they're not able to produce as much. So one thing I do want to bring to you, since was a little discombobulated with the senior night here as I went down with my son Trevor so he could be honored. I do have the pregame interview where I was able to talk with the seniors here and kind of get their thoughts on their time here at Duchesne, and, where they come from, where they're going. It was a fun little conversation, even before we kicked on the mic, and just great people. Going to be sad to see them, graduate and leave the high school behind. But as I was telling them both on and off the air, it's like I hope they're not strangers. We'd love to see, all of our alumni come back and interact with current students, teachers, support different events, right? And by support events, I'm not asking them for donations or anything, right? It's just, and that ball trickles out.
Looks like she might have gotten cracked in the hand, the keeper.
It's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to go ahead and bring you this interview here real quick. Once again, this is the seniors for the class of 2025. Okay, we are sidelined pregame before the St. Louis Patriots game. I am here with our 2025 seniors celebrating senior night here for the ladies, and going to go through the list here, let the ladies introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about them.
I'm Mac. I play forward. I went to St. Joe Command and I'm going to Mizzou next year.
I'm Reagan. I play defense. I went to St. Ferdinand and I'm going to McKendree next year.
I'm Maddie. I play goalie, and I went to Seton, and I'm going to Quincy next year.
I'm Katie Stockhausen. I play wing mid. I went to Seton, and I'm going to SCO next year.
I'm Madison. I play forward. I went to Holy Spirit, and I'm going to Missouri State next year.
I'm McKenna. I play defense. I went to Fort Dumont West Middle, and I'm going to Maryville next year.
I'm Faith. I play defense. I went to St. Cletus, and I'm going to Mo State next year.
All right, perfect. So there are your seniors for 2025. So, ladies, it's hard to believe that your 4 years up here is over. What are some, fun moments that really kind of stand out in your mind here, especially concerned with soccer and even just with school? What are some things that really kind of come to the top of mind when you think about it?
Our PK win this year versus Villa Duchesne.
That was an exciting game, yes. And a very strange game, too, because that was one where we had hail while you guys were back there sheltering, and we're up in the press box and wondering what's going on. And they're like, yeah, we're getting ready to come out. I'm like, no, you're not. It's lightning and hailing right now. So that's a good one. I like that one, McKenna. Anyone else? They're thinking. There's a lot of thoughts going on here.
Westminster win?
The Westminster win, Orchard Farm. Yeah. So
Season, freshman year.
it's JV season. There you go. Oh, it's incredible when you think back on the 4 years and you just get flooded with all the memories. So, ladies, I want to say congratulations. I want to say thank you for your 4 years here, and we certainly hope that you aren't strangers. And when you come back, we'd love to see you here on the sidelines.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Pioneer goal scored by a senior, number 6, Katie Stockhausen.
That gives Katie 9 goals on the season. Jason, what I found interesting about that interview was you interviewed 7 kids, and they came from 6 different grade schools.
And great friends. Sitting there chuckling and just having a good time, got their senior night shirts on and happy to be playing the game, especially like we were saying in the first half. We weren't quite sure if we were even going to get this game in with the multiple storms that came through here today, but grounds crew, True Turf Solutions, did a wonderful job. Field looks great, drained properly, and even, after, 40, we're actually probably closer to 50 minutes of play, it looks great out there.
Yeah, it does.
Right? No mud spots, anything like that. You don't see a lot of mud on the jerseys. So that's a testament right there to just what kind of shape this field is in now that they've been able to work their magic for a few years.
But circling back, 7 kids, 6 schools, that's indicative of what we do up here. I think we draw from close to 30 schools around the area.
Impressive.
And you
Really
mentioned
is.
earlier about the kids coming back to campus after they graduate and they're in college. I'm on the board of directors up here, and that's one thing we've discussed is what kind of activities can we put together that would entice kids to come back. And, because a lot of times once they go to college, you don't see them again until, a few years after they graduate.
Right.
There's a lapse there. So that's something we
Exactly.
recognize, and we're looking into, what can we do to
and
bring them back.
we're not asking them to come up and donate money, right?
No.
We're just
Well,
asking them to come
that
up.
would be nice,
I mean,
but-
it would be
but
great.
that's not our- that's
no.
not
We
our
just
primary-
want them to be a part of Pioneer Nation
Yeah,
after
right.
graduation, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to wait until your kids are of high school age to get back up here and get involved and do something. We've got a great example of that right next to us here with Drew Moore.
You graduated, right? He's still working on it, Jason.
Okay. All right.
No, but you're exactly right. The Moore brothers are up here all the time.
Nave, top of the box, looking back,
One
finds
time.
Grizzle.
One time.
Grizzle out wide to Stockhausen. And that shot
took one in the back.
Yeah. Whew. Lucky it wasn't just a couple inches higher. That'd be a concussion protocol right there. Speaking of which, we do have freshman Emma Lowe right now on concussion protocol. She has really been struggling here. So we certainly have a lot of thoughts and prayers going out to her as she's trying to get on the mend. She really wanted to be active for this game and unfortunately is just not able to get back out here just yet. So certainly thinking about you, praying for you. There are a number of games left in the season still, so don't you worry. We'll hopefully get to see you back on the pitch here before the end of the year.
She has plenty of games in her future over the next few years.
Definitely.
Emma is what? A freshman?
Freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And has contributed quite a bit goal-wise. And
all of the team kids on the team have.
They really have.
I mean, Coach Turner has played a lot of his bench all year long. I think it's going to pay off when playoffs come, districts come.
McCarthy, left-footed shot. She finds the back of the net with the left. And the Pioneers go up 6-0.
Six to nothing. 10 minutes into the second half, Madison McCarthy. She gets her seventh goal on the season.
By a senior, number 11, Madison McCarthy.
And that's 2 goals on 7 shots this half. Jason, I noticed that St. Louis Patriots only dressing out 14 kids. They only
That's
have
tough.
3 subs on the bench. So, yeah, I don't know if they've faced injuries or what the story is, but it wasn't the case last year. They had a pretty full bench.
That is very tough, and especially, you're starting to see it now here in the second half when you're asking these ladies to play, what we always called Iron Man soccer, where you had no subs.
Yeah.
Right? You could see their legs are getting heavy. And, of course, it takes its toll on them mentally as well when you go down against a good team like the Pioneers, what we have here this year. It's a lot of fun to watch.
There's some things you can do, though, as a coach. You can, the midfielders do a lot of the running.
Mm-hmm.
You can put them on the back line or put them out at wing or something to give them a little bit of a breather.
So it looks like Coach Turner could be gearing up for a substitution here as Ella Burke goes for her gloves. So it looks like if she does get warmed up and in, looks like she could get a decent amount of time here in net yet this evening, as there's 29 minutes left to play in the second half. Pioneers leading the Patriots 6-0.
So I was looking up something I think you'd like. I was looking at our schedule and looking at what classes the different teams that we play are in. So we played one Class 1 team. We've played 4 games in our class, which is Class 2. 6 games against Class 3 and 5 games against Class 4. So essentially we've played 11 games above our class, 15 games if you include our class and above. So Really competitive schedule.
Very competitive, and that I know goes into the power rankings, and you start to see, that is a big factor for the power rankings. It's not just your record. So,
and that doesn't include Alton Marquette. I couldn't find a class for them. They're I think categorized differently in Illinois, but I would think if they were in Missouri, they'd be at least a Class 3 team.
I would think so.
We beat them earlier I'm sorry, they beat us, right? 1-0.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Evidently, it was a very quick goal.
Yeah.
Early in the game.
Caught us flat-footed.
Yep, caught us flat-footed. And then the ladies, played lights out. This is according to Coach Patrick Turner. The rest of the game just unable to find the equalizer and, goes down in the record books as a 1-0 loss. But, just a great game by the Pioneers. Early in the season, by the way, too. Ball played short. Slattery. Back out to Stockhausen.
Nice
Stockhausen
ball.
with a beautiful cross, and that is going to get deflected for an own goal.
Who are we giving credit to?
And that is Katie Stockhausen.
Did
with
Katie?
The goal. Yes.
Okay.
Pioneer goal scored by a senior. Number 6, Katie Stockhausen.
That's her second goal of the game. Puts her at 10 goals. Double figures on goals so far this season.
And as the starting 11 gets rotated out for the most part here, a standing ovation in the bleachers by the home crowd, showing their appreciation to the ladies for putting together just an incredible game here so far. Pioneers up 7-0, still with 26 left to play in the game.
We have an Ella Burke sighting, right?
We do. Ella Burke is now in net. She's going to get about 27 minutes of play time, it looks like. So
that'll be great.
Of course, Ella being the little sister of Ben Burke. He was the goalkeeper of the year 2023, state champion 2023. And Ella, quite the fighter herself, playing in the hockey league here for the Pioneers. And then anybody in net for soccer, they've got to be crazy, right, Mike? And tough as nails. So
that's right.
So looking to see some good stuff from Ella here in her tenure. She's just a freshman here this year. Pioneers trying to work up the near side. Stopped by the Patriots. Be a throw-in for the Patriots.
And I'm sure Coach Turner at halftime instructed his team on what he wants to work on in the second half.
Correct.
We went into halftime with a 4-0 lead, and we're now at 7. So it gives you an opportunity to work on a few things.
Correct. And it allows him to go to his bench, as he has done now, and get some very valuable minutes for some players that are going to need to earn them and need that education, I guess, if you will, as the years progress. So another
Fuchs.
ball in the box. Fuchs almost able to get a shot off there. Looks like Welchko putting one in there, and that's Fuchs. And I'm not quite sure if Fuchs got that. It does not look like she did, so that is a goal for freshman Katie Welchko.
Next game, huh?
Pioneer goal scored by number 28, Katie Welchko.
And I think that is her first goal of the season.
Pioneers shared shutout by goalkeepers senior Maddie Denker and freshman Ella Bird.
So we end a little early here tonight by virtue of an 8-0 score. Our next game is when, Jason?
So as we look at the schedule, it looks like May 5th.
Yeah.
Yep. So Cinco de Mayo.
Parkway Central, and that is our last home game of the year.
I'm sad, Mike. Why'd you have to make me sad here with an 8-0 win, and you make me sad? But yes, looking forward to our final home game on Cinco de Mayo, which is what did Paul call it? Reco de Mayo or something? Or Demo de Mayo. So very, very proud of our Pioneer ladies this evening as they put together a very impressive 8-0 win over the St. Louis Patriots.
If you are local, after Parkway Central, we play at Incarnate Word, and then at St. Charles High and at St. Charles West. So you could still, catch some of the games here locally. Just have to be on the road.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're missing our voices, come find us in the stands, and we'll do some play-by-play for you while we're sitting there watching the away games. But for myself, Jason Bosher, my co-host Mike Ryan, the Pioneers putting together an 8-0 win tonight over the Patriots. I want to say thank you for watching, and we will see you on Cinco de Mayo.
Bye, everybody. Have a good evening.
You're listening to Varsity Soccer on the Duchesne High School Pioneer Network.